So it is him, Adam thought, wiping the sweat of his face. The sun shined brightly, and there was no sign of clouds anywhere in the sky. A man stood on the beach near him, wearing white robes and holding a staff in his hands, while a large group of men, women and children waited and sat around him. His monologue was intense, as all listeners stared at him with great attention. Adam took another large sip from his water bottle and reattached it to his belt. He wiped the last drops of sweat from his eyebrows and dried the corners of his mouth with the back of his hand, and took a large backpack off his shoulder. Kneeling down, he rummaged in it, and with a fully extended arm he finally found the device all the way in the bottom. Bingo, he muttered, and took it out. It wasn't much larger than a smartphone, until he pressed a few buttons and with a loud click it expanded. The device folded out, and suddenly there were two identical devices, slowly unwrapping and unfolding until they were about an arm's length wide. Adam nodded and took both devices, not even an inch thick, under his arm. The large group of people at the beach had all risen up and were slowly walking towards the water, the robed man in front. Children mumbled excitedly to each other, but the adults were looking concerned, their dark eyebrows frowned. Adam waited for all of them to be close to the water's edge before he walked in their direction, the devices tightly squeezed under his armpit. A slight breeze had formed and Adam saw hair and clothes waving around in the wind as he walked closer. A deep voice slowly crept into his ears as he neared. "And we shall do what has never been done before, with the conviction of our cause as our only justification." Adam sighed. He'd never thought he'd end up here. He didn't like to meddle with history's affairs, and especially nothing as important as what was about to happen here. He'd normally be content with helping someone in need, doing a favor, to then quickly disappear again in the night. He didn't have many crystals left in his pouch and he feared he wouldn't have enough for another journey. The man in the robes had stopped talking. He had turned around and slowly inched himself into the sea, until his shins were covered with water. Adam knew it was time to act. He walked to the large group and made his way through the people, all fanatically staring at the man standing in the water, his arms now spread. Adam bowed his head as he accidentally bumped into someone, but they had barely noticed. Adam walked into the water as well, and gazed ahead. The sky was empty, and only a bit of land could be noticed in the distance, almost invisible in the vast blue horizon of open water. He grabbed one of the devices from under his arm, and firmly planted it in the sand at his feet. "That's about 10 or so inches, that should be good enough," he mumbled to himself. He quickly made his way out of the water again, and walked to the opposite side of the robed man, who had started talking again. Adam could hear, "And now I ask you, to let my people pass, to our promised land. Today the water will not be a hindrance, but a blessing. Let us pass." And all that remained was a silence, and the spread arms of the robed man fell back to his sides. Adam placed the other device, exactly on the opposite side of the man as the first device, and waded through the water towards him. A few people from the crowd placed a few steps forward, but Adam stopped close to the man and whispered, "I've been sent. Ask again, spread thy arms again, and your people may pass." He then bowed and stepped backwards. The anticipation of the crowd could be felt in the air. The man in robes bowed his head. "Please," he started, and Adam could feel crystals pouring into his pouch. "Let us pass. Let my people pass." Another silence fell, and Adam exhaled. His pouch had been filled all the way, an amount of crystals almost unimaginable, and he realized he could not understand the impact this moment would have. But as the old man in his robes said, "Please," again, he pressed the button on his belt. And with a low, whirring sound, drowned out by the wind, the devices activated and sent an invisible ray through the water all the way to the horizon. Water crashed onto the invisible wall, and the water still trapped between the devices flowed out quickly. The last bit of water in their path had disappeared, and the man in the robes gestured his people to come as he walked ahead.